Monday, July the 13th, 2026. I am James. You are you. We are here for one of, if not the most important episodes in recent history. Why? Well, it's official, folks. Dave is not here because Dave is on vacation. This isn't one of his family snafus. This isn't one of his technical difficulty snafus that he's been having as of late. This isn't one of his usual bloopers or blunders or boners. Currently, as we speak at 9:08 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Dave is no longer with us because Dave is in a different time zone. He is currently in Alberta, where, if I'm not mistaken, it's currently 7:08 p.m. I believe Alberta is only 2 hours behind us here in Quebec. But I'm still here in Quebec parce que je suis un gars de chez nous. I'm here and I will never leave. There's nothing and there's nowhere I would rather be than in this chair talking to you, broadcasting along the information superhighway. And there's something about Dave not being here that just doesn't sit quite right with me. And that's why, before going on air, I made the executive decision that I'm going to call Dave live on the air while he's on vacation. Do I think he's going to pick up? I don't know. But let's see. Okay, it's ringing.
Hello?
Hey, Dave.
Hey, what's going on?
Not much. I'm just hosting the show right now. You're live.
Oh, hey, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. What are you up to?
Just eating pizza in the park with my kids.
Oh, wow. What kind of pizza you having?
Just regular pizza. Cheese.
Is it from Domino's?
No, it's not. It's from a flatbread place.
What's the name of the joint?
Oh, I was about to take a picture of them. I was sitting on the bench, actually, when you called.
Oh, well, I'm glad to know that priorities took precedence.
Yeah, I guess so.
Now, Dave, when you saw the phone ringing, did you think you would be live on At Home with James?
No, I did not.
You forgot.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
I'm curious to know, how's your trip going so far? Because I know that you're not on the show tonight.
It's going pretty good. We saw a bear today.
Oh, nice. What kind? Panda?
No, a black bear.
Now, was it eating a big jar of honey?
He wasn't eating honey. No, it was just frolicking underneath a gondola.
Now, I know you're having fun with bears and you're eating pizza. Is any part of you wishing that you were in your basement right now on the show?
I would say a very, very small part of me.
But still a part.
Still a part, yeah. But, human beings are complex creatures. They have a lot of different parts. Some they try to repress.
Well, I'm curious to know, Dave, do you want to stick around for the whole show on the phone?
I really wouldn't want to at all.
Not even a small part? Not even a small part wants you to stick around?
Maybe a small part.
Okay, so a small part, even though you're looking at nature and wilderness in Alberta,
Yeah.
you'd still rather be on the show on speakerphone.
Yeah. I'm also being told that I need to guide my kids to a grocery store.
Okay, so you went on vacation to go to the grocery store.
That's right.
Which one?
It's not in Montreal.
Well, I know it's not in Montreal, Dave. I already announced that you're in Alberta. Dave, I know you're not in Montreal. Unless you are in Montreal, and that's a very convenient thing you're saying to try to convince me.
Yeah, I'm definitely not in Montreal right now.
Well, we'll let the audience decide. Is Dave in Alberta or is he in Montreal?
Yeah. Figure it out.
All right.
Well, figure it out.
Well, right now things are going well in the show. Tech is running well, and I think it'll be a smooth episode.
Sounds good, man. Well, enjoy it and say hi to all the people out there for me.
I will, and have a great time at the grocery store.
Thank you. Thanks, everybody.
Bye, Dave.
Bye.
Could you imagine going on vacation and the first thing you do is go to a grocery store? This guy's living exactly like he lives here. He's eating pizza on a bench and he's going into a metro. You know what? I'm going to call him back later on. But first, we want to get to our, you can't talk about techs on this show with one of the original technical directors. Tonight, it's another time zone guy coming to us where it's currently 6:13 Pacific Standard Time, I think. Let's welcome back to the program for the first time in a long time. It's Andy Assaf. Andy, welcome back.
Hi, James. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. You couldn't hear me. You're coming in loud and clear. You sent me a text as I was on the phone with Dave. You said, I can't hear you. But I was looking at how our other guest was reacting. I thought everyone else can hear me.
I don't know what happens with the show. I feel like, not to peek behind the curtain too much.
Yeah, no, do it. No one cares.
With this new system, that we're not doing. We used to like. I remember the good old days. Okay, I was one of the original texts of the show. Okay, where you have to like, do the whole program.
You're cropping. It was awful.
I get that. But for whatever reason, whenever we go on, something technical happens, and for some reason, none of my audio worked. But then I opened a YouTube video, wasn't working, so I'm like, okay, it's my computer. And so then I went to go get my headphones. This is riveting stuff, I'm sure. But
Andy, the thing about this show is nothing matters.
That's true. Like most things in life.
Yeah. Do you think I really want to be call her daddy? You think that's what I want? Have a guest on here talking about how someone eats their ass? Well, we have done that on the show. Frankly, we have done that on the show. I believe you gave a detailed step-by-step account on how to, when, where, and why.
Look, if I was the Montreal Gazette, are they still around?
Yeah.
I would write an article on you, James, and say, this is Montreal's Call Her Daddy. This is Montreal's Alyssa. What's her name?
I don't know.
Brittany?
I don't know.
I'm going to say Brittany. I think she's a Brittany. James McGee is the Montreal Call Her Daddy.
I'm going to...
And then you would have 1 billion followers. You would have a smart water deal by now.
Here's the thing, Andy.
You'd be interviewing Travis Kelce and not me, asking him how his wedding went.
I don't care how his wedding went. I think it's egregious that they rented out Madison Square Garden. Get over yourselves. And this is the thing, Andy. There's been a full-page story of me in the Gazette with a picture. Didn't change anything in my life. If anything, I turn audiences away. I don't want fame. I don't want big crowds.
I don't think you turn audiences away. I think the Montreal Gazette.
Okay, so we have to maybe say that the Gazette is the issue here. Andy, I want to address a couple things here. When we jumped onto this production call, I noticed that you, for the first time in a long time, are clean shaven.
I shaved this morning. Yeah, what do you think?
I like you with facial hair, but then I noticed something about myself is that I've got a very unsightly pimple here.
You know what? I didn't even notice the lighting.
Yeah, and there's one. I've got a constellation of acne right here, and these are the moments where I think to myself, I'm 38 years old, and I am busting with testosterone.
Exactly. Yeah, your T levels.
Yeah. I got too much tea. I got to spill that tea.
And I don't think people are wanting, like you said, you don't want to be talking about the Taylor win. You don't want to.
They don't want me. They don't want me having a clean complexion. Is what you're saying? They want me to be a little bit haggard.
James, raw and unfiltered.
I am raw and unfiltered. They call me the raw dog. On this show, you need no protection. Because the raw dog, you're listening to the raw dog and Babyface.
All right, now.
That's the other thing. I really, I believe that I should be on radio.
Before we get off the subject.
Who cares about this? It doesn't even matter.
What was the last time you were clean shaven? I remember you went clean shaven, and I was like those videos of the dads or the daughters who see their dads, the babies, and
that happened to me. I remember the first time I saw my grandfather without a mustache, I ran away. And I've seen these videos. It's like, because there's a betrayal of what you believe to be true. Luckily, I will never have kids. They will never see that experience. The closest thing to my kids seeing me clean shaven was you seeing me clean shaven in 2018.
And not just that, when I first met you,
I was a
you had
mess.
your long hair. You were the bad boy of Fringe with your long hair. You always had your shirt off in posters.
I don't know if I always did. I did once.
You always had your shirt off in posters. I remember there was a full centerfold fold out.
It was in the Gazette
of you in the Montreal Gazette. We got it back. And you were in a bathtub with no
full
shirt.
Of Barbies, naked.
Yeah. And so the formative memories for me.
Yeah, I hear that, and
then you cut
in
the
my
hair.
brain, the soundtrack is "Glory Days." They'll pass you by, glory days. Ba, ba, da, ba. Now I'm telling you something, Andy. Life rode me hard, put me away wet.
He should have wrote a verse about you.
Yeah,
I know a guy who runs an online show,
and no one
out of his house.
No one ever watches.
He started it during COVID, and it just kept going.
He's got no fan base.
But hey, this is why
for the love of the game. For the love.
And also, if I didn't do this, I haven't seen you since the last time I was in Montreal. Yeah. And like we could easily go 6 months at a time without ever seeing. Like I speak to you.
Andy,
on the phone
the thing
sometimes.
About guys is
you're a phone guy. You're not a FaceTime guy. The guys
take different pathways. They get back together. They slot back into each other's life. Like nobody. If you said I'll be in Montreal tomorrow, in 12 hours we'd be having coffee. And I'd be belly aching about how I hate somebody. Right?
Yeah. Yeah. And you know what? That's the highlight of my trip.
It's also the highlight of the trip for me as well.
Thing. Every time I go back home, I have some dust. I feel like I always have that prevailing sense of like, oh, Montreal's changed since when I lived here, right? It's never going to be the same as when you live there in your 20s or whatever. But the one thing that stays the same is my chats with James.
Yeah. It's very heartening for you and depressing for me. Where it's like, wow, how long you been gone? 6 years? Like, wow, I haven't changed at all. Well, if anything, I got worse.
That's not. I knew you were going to read between the lines in that statement, and you say I haven't grown as a person, but I think you've grown immensely as a person, James. What do you think about that?
Let's hear about it.
You used to have long hair and be naked.
True, yeah. Around naked Barbies.
Yeah.
I remember buying those Barbies, and I've told people for years, you think it's bad buying $50 worth of naked Barbies? You think it is until you attempt to return $50 worth of naked Barbies. Because you got to tell the guy, I'm done. I don't need these anymore.
They didn't work out. You just tell them they didn't work out.
About a week ago, I got done teaching a class, and I went to a coffee shop that I like. I don't even know the name of it. Corner of Sherbrooke and Saint Laurent, and barista's serving me, and this lady goes, "Are you on the radio? Because you should be." And I thought to myself, I've been hearing it my entire adult life. I need to make some moves. The radio's a dying medium. I don't care.
You could ride that ship out.
Yeah. You're going to tell me that.
So you're going to tell me that your dream is like to get a Sirius.
I don't think I will.
Sirius XM.
I would take Sirius XM. They wouldn't call me James. I would need a different name, like
Howard Stern.
You're listening to Stargazer on Sirius Hair Nation.
Okay.
I would love to host the Hair Nation, the hair metal.
But so what, is Shom still?
But they're never gonna hire me. Yeah, I'll tell you what I'm destined for.
What if they need a sports guy?
Sports radio's a dying medium too.
But
I'm not a sports analyst. I'd be like, hey, look, you bring me on, you're getting the fans' perspective and not an educated one. I'm telling you, if I end up on the radio, my destiny is one path or the other path. Path number 1, CKUT. Path number 2, CJLO. College. You're listening to college radio with the guy that never went to this school.
I mean,
breaking news, I feel like people at Concordia unhappy. Or breaking news, people at McGill unhappy, but rich.
Now here's some obscure jazz.
That's when Jason Grimmer hosts.
That's true. That's true.
Andy, how's Los Angeles been treating you?
Los Angeles, California. It's hot as hell, James. It's really hot right now.
What's the temperature in Canadian conversion?
You see, I've switched to Fahrenheit.
Oh, give me a break.
I'm in the 70s. I'm in the 80s. I'm sometimes in the 90s.
I don't know what that means.
No, it's probably like 30 degrees.
Okay, it's cooler there than it is here.
But it's like I was gonna say it's like a sticky heat.
Sounds just like
dry,
here,
but it's sticky. But it's not humid. It's sticky. It's different.
I still think it sounds worse here.
Okay. Yeah. No.
You know it's bad when you're going downstairs into the metro. You're at Station Peel, and it's like you're a million feet underneath the ground. You look around, everyone's sad, except now someone smokes in the metro.
Right. I mean, it's kind of the same here, except everyone drives, and like it feels like you're constantly going to get into an accident and then a fight with someone.
Have you gotten in any altercations as of late?
No altercations. A guy, I was walking with a friend, and a guy had a small dog, and she's like, "Cute dog," and he goes, "That's my bitch." And then she was just like, No,
I'm on her side.
But he said it in a way that was.
How old is this guy? What is this? A Judd Apatow movie from 2003?
He was like a 62-year-old man who looked a little like.
This guy sounds like he's on the wrong side of the dirt. Ship up or shape out. If you're leaning, you could be cleaning. Someone says, like, hey, that's a nice dog. Nah, this is my bitch. Why? What's this guy? We're not even going to name this guy.
He was just like, I don't know. He was just like, it felt like, don't talk to my dog.
So he decided to, it sounds like she was being nice. She sounds beautiful.
Brother, everyone in LA?
Wow. City of Angels. You been to any baseball games?
Yeah. No, I live near the Dodger Stadium.
Yeah, you don't.
But I never went to a
you don't want to be a bandwagon
I've never
fan?
been to a Montreal Canadiens game.
You've never been to a Montreal Canadiens game? Wow. You really have left.
Can you make that happen?
Andy, I want to get into the brass tacks of why you're here. You asked me, what are we doing? I said, I'll surprise you. In a couple weeks, you're going to be teaching a workshop at Theater VME. Why don't you let people know what this workshop is?
Okay, you want me to plug it? Yeah, okay, I could do that. I thought for a second you were gonna. There's still time.
No.
Yeah, I'm doing a character workshop. What are the dates? August.
Who cares? Let me go to the website.
It's in August. Yeah, it's gonna be a character workshop. Half improv, half sketch. Kind of how to work on playing bigger but yet still specific characters and improv scenes, and then using those tools to writing solo sketch and writing solo.
I think that's necessary, because I think a lot of people misunderstand what it means to be a character.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, they think it's like a big voice. It's part of that. That's pretty good. This is somebody.
Who just.
Let's keep working on. What is?
And then someone says something. They go, sir, this is a Wendy's. And then I'm sitting there thinking, just quit this.
But that's the other person's fault. You had something going.
I think they both suck.
No. Keep going with this guy. Let me coach you.
Now it's interesting that you bring this up. Andy, famously, I taught you everything you know. I wanted to see if you, as someone who's going to take people's money, we want people to believe you're not taking them for a ride, right? I want to see
who says I'm not
this thing, Mr. Second City Main Stage, right? I want to see if you can put your money where your mouth is. I want to know if the teacher can still be the student.
Oh, no.
That's why tonight I've taken the liberty of concocting a series of character names that I think are extremely inspiring. And I want to know what you imagine for these characters.
What I do with
and I want you to give me maybe 30 seconds. And then I'll see if I believe that you have found the person within the character. Because a character implies characteristics, right? What drives this person?
Yeah. Some characterization. Some
exactly.
Point of view.
Yeah. So I've got a series of character names.
This is great because Zoom is famously such a great.
I always thought that comedy was better on Zoom than it was in person. You know, I remember when people were doing those improv shows online, and I thought, why did we wait this long?
Why do we do it in person? All right, I'll give.
Okay, so the first one I set up, I was like, oh, this is a crappy name. Let's see what Andy does with this. The first character name that I've got for you is JP Fiasco.
JP Fiasco.
Yeah, the letters J and P followed by Fiasco, Fiasco. JP Fiasco. What do you think?
So do you want me to just like jump into a character?
I want to know what you. I know what I think, but it doesn't matter what I think. I'm thinking a guy who has a series of chain restaurants called JP Fiascos.
Interesting. That's a different approach I would have. JP, I immediately hear JP, and it sounds like JB Prisker or like kind of like a fancy socialite type,
or maybe JP Morgan.
Or JP
so you're
Morgan,
thinking socialite, right? Not like Jean-Pierre.
JD Vance.
Yeah.
Someone who's in a position of power. So this would probably be a pretty high status guy.
Yeah. Okay. So you're you hear JP Fiasco and you think high status. That's interesting.
Yeah. You see, so we went different ways, and this is the beauty of character comedy is that based on the performer, we'll have.
We don't know if we've done comedy yet.
That's true. We can't call ourselves that until the character's successful. So, I guess if I'm thinking high status, I'll maybe start to change my voice a bit. Is this how you want me to do it?
I'm just curious about what you would do, since you're the one. You're going to be the one. You're going to be the one noting people.
Right. So this is really great for me right now to throw me on the spot and do this. JP Fiasco. You're looking for JP Fiasco.
Now, I do like what you've got here, that you're very leaned down.
If you'd like to leave me a message, you can talk to my secretary. I don't.
You're losing. It feels just a bit. The voice is like you're leaning into this like classic Trumpish, very Trump.
You think that was Trump?
It's just this cadence. You want to talk to? Yeah, I like this heavy lean in.
Okay, so you want me to slow down? You want me to slow down?
It just feels like this voice you're doing is very classic high society. This strange British affectation. It just seems. It seems a little played. Yeah.
Okay. I'll take the note. So I'll make different
choices. I do love the lean. I love this guy he's got. All right, he's so front loaded that he leans down to talk to people.
Yeah, JP Fiasco. JP Fiasco.
Oh, I think that deep uncertainty is interesting.
JP Fiasco here. If you'd like to leave a message with my secretary.
Now, how about this? Instead of what if he doesn't pronounce it secretary, he pronounces it segretary? What if there's like some minor
let's try it.
Maybe there's minor imperfections on his speaking.
Okay, all right. JP Fiasco here. Yeah, if you want to leave a message, my secretary would love.
Try that. I like that you punch it up. You went from secretary to segretary. Try that. Really nail that G and D.
Just go ahead and leave your information with my secretary, and she'll forward me your message, and I'll get back to you with a voice.
All right, Andy. I want to say this is what I call a California keeper. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you bring this one to the groundlings. See,
they'd love it there.
This is what I plan on showing to Mr. Lorne Michaels, JP Fiasco, who says secretary.
So excited to be auditioning for Saturday Night Live. Thank you guys so much. I'm going to do 5 minutes
of JP Fiasco. Yeah. I've got another one here for you, Andy.
Just leave a message.
Okay. This one isn't a name; it's more of like a nickname. This character is just called the Gin Hound.
No, dog.
Okay. You might have said that.
Gin Hound? Oh, dog. Yeah.
All right, this seems like a guy who's like really looking for a bathroom. He's turtling here big time. Wait, is this guy leaning in as well? Yeah, that guy should lean back.
Will I have to purchase?
Yeah, hold on. Now, hold on. It feels like this guy's on a roller coaster. The way you're holding. What if it's a character that's always on a roller coaster?
I should close. I just have to close my window.
I feel like this guy's always caught in a roller coaster. The face is good.
Oh no! Why'd I bring my nephew to Wonderland? A big mistake. Yeah, there's something.
I like that. Yeah, I like that one more than JP Fiasco.
Just like that, right? We could find.
Yeah, this guy that's constantly trapped on a roller coaster.
Oh, I hope they're not gonna take.
Yeah, I like that the name has no bearing on his behavior.
Yeah, the Gin Hound is just a
starting point. Now this one is this next one is a mix of both. There's a couple things that you can work with. The character's name is Mike Waite, Waite. But his nickname, nickname is Turbo Straight. Turbo Straight, Mike Waite. He's very straight, very hetero.
Yeah, fair.
So I think you want to embrace that aspect and less of this smile is
So this is a slam poetry, huh? Okay. All right. Yeah. No. A lot of different hair colors. I'm okay with that.
Now let me. Do you think he's nervous maybe around other communities?
Yeah, I think he's not used to it.
I think this is the way that most people would play it, right? He's so straight, it means he's got to be anti-gay. I think he's just fiercely straight. What if he celebrates his own orientation? What if there's a turbo straight night at an event? What if that's what I'm thinking. He like maybe puts on a turbo straight dating night.
Okay, I'll try it. So
Mike turbo straight Mike Waite's turbo straight dating.
All right. Good turnout this week. Good, good to see everyone.
I got.
So as you know,
there's 3 characters in a row. They've all struggled. First guy is a loser. The second guy's caught in a roller coaster. And this guy's not. He's turbo straight.
Okay,
come on, man.
I hear the note.
Believe that you are turbo straight. I think Andy. Hold on. You have to believe that you are turbo straight. Now, if that's a problem for you, this is going to be very difficult.
No, I can do it. Okay, what was his
turbo straight Mike Waite? Are you on a spinny chair? Are your headphones connected via wire? This is what I don't want you to I want you to do a spin, and by the time you do the full revolution, I want you to be Mike Waite. Okay, here we go. Right. 1, 2, 3, spin. Give me turbo straight, Mike Waite. Yes.
All right.
Yes.
All right. It was a good turnout this week. Now, as you all know, this is a straight dating event. And it's important that we have spaces where we feel seen and we feel heard. Yeah. So we're going to be pairing off in a second. And on your notepads in front of you, you can write down all the things you like about the other person. And boys are on this side, girls are on this side.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah, I think
I'm
going to
tell you something. This was more of an exercise for you, but I feel like I'm finding my mojo as a director again. Now, let me ask you, which of the 3 did you like the most? You found game in that last one very quickly.
It's been interesting talking about how we adjusted the last one, because it's been something I have been thinking about, is that very often characters can feel unsure.
Yes.
And the audience, the meta of it is the audience wants you to feel very sure.
People often feel
that quite hard to play unsure.
People don't know. They think they know, but they don't. They think, oh, low status, I have to be pathetic. I want to point out a guy that I know you're a big fan of, DJT, Donald J. Trump.
Okay. Sure.
Seemingly high status.
Best character comedian of all time.
High status, but everybody laughs at him. Is there anything lower status? Lower status?
Lower
status. Oh, let me see that
Lower
status. This is the thing.
I gotta rename my word.
Status. Let me see the stats on that ass. Okay, Andy, I've got one last one for you before we're gonna let you go because you're gonna go to a pickup basketball game.
Hell
now this one is also, this is not a name, this is just a title. The Master of Reality.
Okay, so this one makes me want to go a little bit more.
Of course. Thank you. Yeah.
Right. He's the Master of Reality. Now, James, I'm only going to do this last character on one condition. Are you ready for the condition? I'm only going to do the Master of Reality. If you want to see me attempt that character, which is a pretty big lift. Okay. I'm only going to do it if we do a scene with the character that you began with. Now, we didn't give him a name.
Which one did I begin? Oh, wait. The guy was like, yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. That's fine.
All right. And I want him to be high confidence because
I believe, I think my guy was just excited. He was over. I learned this recently, the concept of being over stimmy.
Okay.
I think my guy was just over. Yeah. So you give me some Master of Reality. I'll find a way to make it work. The only thing I'm concerned about is my mic peaking. Yeah.
That's okay. That's okay, baby. That's all part of it. I'm going to do a spin.
Yeah.
Can you spin?
Well, I want to see a bit of yours first, and then I'll give a spin. You give a spin. I give a spin. Because again, I don't want to Bogart focus from you. This is a workshop here, and then you can know.
Sure. But I'm gonna drop him if you.
No, I will. I promise I will. Yeah, I don't even need the spin, but I'll do it.
All right. The Master. Yeah,
Master of. I know what I'm thinking of.
Okay. What are you thinking of? Let me ask
Well, I'm concerned that it's going to end up screwing yours, but I don't think this is what you're doing. Master of Reality to me seems like a role player.
Okay, I wasn't going to do that.
There we go.
I was going to do something more Matrixy.
I think I was thinking some type of cyber role player, but you do you.
Like role player, like D&D
ish, live action, or potentially some type of It's a guy whose his online persona has entered the bedroom. Maybe someone who's like, you want to see something real? Get on the bed.
Okay, well, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that. I'll take it my own way.
Yes.
Are you ready? And
then, I'll play.
Okay.
Yeah, but mine is not even a character. Mine is the example I gave was something you.
Well, we're gonna see if we can find
okay. Well, yeah.
Right?
Again, mine was something that you don't want to do, but I'll find a way to make it work. Yeah.
All right. Ready?
Yes.
You want to see something real? I want you to get in the bed. What's so funny? I want you to get on the bed. Yep.
I'm just nervous. I've never done anything like this before, and my friends paid for this for my birthday. I just turned 13.
No. Well, it sounds like you got some good friends, brother. They want to make sure that you're ready for the real world.
They said you'd show me. You'd show me a good time.
Oh, I'm going to show you something that's going to blow your reality.
It'd be great if this is when a door opens and another guy comes in. It's his character name is the Blower of Reality.
Okay, and what's he like?
I think he's probably the next. He's the final boss of pleasure. That's a great character name, the final boss of pleasure. I got to write that down. Hold on. Oh man. We could not have done this if Dave was here.
And just to be clear, he hired him to show him how to
I'll tell you what I think. My character is being set up to be humiliated by friends. He's being bullied. Yeah.
Okay.
That was the best improv I've done in months. You know, Dave is always telling me I got to play on the edge again. And I really feel like I did with.
I think we did some real highlight acts. Yeah, and you know what, James? You've taught me everything but improv. And you were one of the first people I saw to do solo sketch characters on stage. So I think it's time you come out of retirement and maybe you do a little show.
Who's to say that I'm not already tinkering?
Okay.
You know, Engine de Poitrine? They do this. I'm co-opting it for myself. I'm doing my version. Andy, you officially,
you're the raw dog of the internet.
99% of me signed off on this workshop you're teaching, and now you're up to 100% endorsed. Amazing. Yeah, maybe that would be some promo. We should use a picture of myself where I endorse it. Or what if we clip some of the footage of you doing this, and like you might learn things like Master of Reality. Yeah. Andy, you're about to go play some basketball. You'll be here in a couple weeks, and not only can people join you for a workshop, but they'll see you in a show. We'll make it happen.
Sounds great, James. Thanks for
Andy,
having me.
the pleasure was mine. Miss you too. Take care, buddy.
Bye, everyone.
That's Andy Assaf. Wow. You know, I really, I'll be honest, I was nervous that Dave not being here tonight was really going to cause a crater. And it has, and Andy was able to fill it about 3/4. But I really feel like I got to talk to Dave again. So let's give Dave a call. Curious to see how this grocery store went. Still ringing.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hey, Dave, it's me. I'm still hosting the show, and it's been really hard to host with the utmost focus. I've been really wondering about how that grocery store visit went and if you bought anything. So if you have an update, we're probably going to be on for another 20 minutes or so. So give me a call back and let me know. All right. Well, we'll check in with Dave a little bit later on. But first, we got to get to our second and final guest of the night. She was having her own technical snafus, bloopers, blunders, and boners. But just like most things in life, everything tends to work out. Let's welcome back my friend and yours, Marilyn Tee. Marilyn, I love this. You're just like you're just a strip of video in the center of your frame. What if you gave me one of these? Can you give me one of these with your phone, a sideways? Would that work?
Oh yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, let's see. Unless it's locked. There we go. This looks great.
Oh yeah.
This is Marilyn. You look great. This is your full screen now. Marilyn, I love this shirt. It's very summery. I'm curious to know, what did you think about some of Andy's characters?
Amazing. I was amazed that I got this like workshop to just look at. That was delightful.
Which of the characters did you like the most? Was it JP Fiasco, the Gin Hound, Turbo Straight, Mike Waite, or Master of Reality?
I really like the name JP Fiasco, but I really like what was going on with the Master of Reality. Especially, I'm curious about this final boss of pleasure.
Yeah, the final boss. Like, what do you think about that name?
I love it.
Well, the great thing is that you know I will use this for something in a show that you might certainly be in at some point.
Who knows? Exciting times ahead.
Now, Marilyn, are you ready for this? Dave is calling, so we'll be able to talk to him.
Yes, let's do it.
Hey, Dave. Hello? Dave, are you there? He may have pocket dialed us. We'll keep checking in, though.
But there's something you said. I just want to say, I love going to grocery stores like abroad. Of course, Alberta might not be considered like
that's the thing. I do too. We're gonna see if Dave is pocket dialing us.
Okay.
Hello?
Hey, James. Hey, is James there?
It's this is James, Dave. I don't know if you got the message that I left for you.
Yeah, it got transcribed to my iPhone, and I read it. I didn't hear the intonation.
Now, Dave, I want to let you know that you're on the show right now, and Marilyn is also here.
Hi, Marilyn. How you doing?
I'm good. Hi, Dave.
Now,
Hey.
Me and Marilyn were just talking about how fun it is to go to grocery stores when you're in other cities, and we're curious to know if you found anything incredible.
I got a bag of baby carrots. I got a pepperoni stick, and I got a couple of drinks for my kids.
Now, what drinks did you get?
My son wanted a Gatorade, so he's having some of a Gatorade.
Daddy?
My daughter's having an Orange Crush. But it's by the Grizzly Paw Soda Company.
Okay, so more bear stuff.
Bear stuff, yeah.
Now,
but we didn't see a bear. I didn't seem like you were that impressed that we actually saw a real life bear today.
Well, I'm skeptical that you did, and maybe it was just like a dog or a deer.
I'll send you a picture.
Okay, please do, and maybe we'll put it on screen. Marilyn, anything that you'd like to ask Dave?
No fun jerky in Alberta yet. I know if Dave is a fan of jerky.
Whoa! This is a PG-13 show.
Now, Dave, I want to clarify in case you didn't hear. Marilyn said any fun jerky. She didn't say any fun jerking.
Oh, okay. I did have fun jerky. Yeah, I got some teriyaki jerky.
Okay, so you did buy some Alberta jerky.
Yep.
Okay,
so Marilyn, there you go. So Dave did have some fun Alberta jerky.
All right, James, I got to run. I'm putting my kids into the car right now.
All right, now, before you leave, Dave, what's next on the trip?
We're going to go back to the hotel.
Oh, nice. Well, Dave, say goodnight to Marilyn.
Good night, Marilyn.
Good night, kids.
Oh, wait. Someone wants to say something.
Oh,
Hi, Judy.
Oh, who am I talking to?
That was my daughter.
Well,
okay, one second.
Hi, James.
There you go.
All right. Well, bye, kids. You're also poo-poo.
Yeah. Okay. Bye.
Wow.
From the mouth of babes.
There you go.
Now that was a big moment. That was officially the two youngest guests in At Home history.
Oh.
And I have to say, I'm really glad they did not have to speak to the master of reality.
Yes. I had a good guess about Dave and his jerky, right?
Well, yeah, you and I were on a trip with him recently where he did buy a bunch of jerky.
So I just extrapolated and thought this guy likes jerky.
Yes.
If you find some fun one in Alberta, there you go.
Of course. Well, look, I don't want to take all your time talking about Dave. You and I have not discussed what we are about to talk about. Tonight, I'm coming to you for advice, Marilyn.
Oh.
For people who don't know, you are extremely well-versed and well-learned in renters' rights.
True that.
From what I understand, you've been involved in a series of cases, and I found out that you were undefeated. Is that true?
Not quite.
But you have a high hit rate.
Exactly. Good track record in general, yes.
There's something that I wanted to talk to you about. My apartment, I've been noticing in a variety of my cupboards and my bathroom and in one isolated area in my bedroom, there are these weird isolated stink pockets that smell like cigarettes. Ooh. I live on the top floor of my building, and I believe that cigarette odors are permeating up. I spoke to my landlord. She said, well, you're allowed to smoke in this building. There's nothing I can do. Is that accurate?
That's a good one. I think it is. I think she is right. But at the same time, there's something about the right of leisure, to be able to enjoy your apartment.
Yeah.
So obviously it's affecting you. So I think measures could be taken so that your enjoyment is not affected.
Yeah. The way that I sort of looked at it was, well, if I was listening to music really loud, I'm allowed to. But if it began to disrupt other people's sleep, peace, and quiet, certainly something would be done. And if I said, well, I can listen to music, there's nothing in my lease that says I can't, they would probably take action.
Yes, exactly. So the only thing is that is like a real municipal law, you know, the sound, you know, the loud music after 11 p.m. is probably something, and the cigarette is not so much. But I think you could probably negotiate like something like painting. You know, there's this primer called Zin primer. It's like super well known to like help with like mold and like I think smells.
And that's the thing. I think my downstairs neighbors also got some type of mold issue.
Oh God, yeah, that is.
It's dangerous.
It is. It is. These are real problems when you've been living in a place for a number of times. See, this is what happens. It's like two sides of the medal. You've been living in a place for a long time. Your rent is like seemingly acceptable, but then there's degradation of the building of your apartment. But they won't do anything while you're in there except maybe very minimal stuff. And maybe if they're nice, but it's really hard to like force them to do anything. So you would be, you know, maybe you can like, you know, like make a case of it, you know, just say, oh, I've heard these things, and maybe you can propose things. But
and that's what I'm thinking. You know, I like my building. I like the people that run it, and I don't want to get into a conflict, but I'm trying to conceive of a way that's like, hey, look, I did research here.
Exactly.
And I feel like there's a middle. I don't want to escalate this because I like living here. I want to continue living here, and I'm not asking for the world.
Yes.
Now, what do you think about? Yeah, please, after you.
I have another great advice. Well, I mean, this is what I tell people who reach out to me for these kinds of issues.
Yes.
We have access to this portal. It's called, I only know the French version of it. Like it's called SOQIGL.
I may have seen this during my research.
And basically, you can search for any kind of decisions that has been done in the you know.
Yes, you can find other cases. Yes.
And usually that helps give you an idea of what's like an acceptable kind of demand, right? So you can search stuff about like, because now that, you know, weed is legal, a lot of like buildings change some of their rules in regards to that, like smoking inside and blah blah blah. So if you're, you know, because I think if your building still allows like smoking and maybe even weed, like that is a problem for,
now
like,
this is the interesting thing. It does not allow marijuana.
Interesting. Just really just cigarette smoking.
Yeah, which is by far a far more inconvenient smell.
Yeah, I think so too.
Like I don't love the smell of marijuana, but I would take it over cigarettes.
Yeah. And the other thing you can do is, at some point, because you could possibly take action yourself, especially for something that is just this. Like, I think the solution is just really some paint. Maybe repainting, you know, the inside of your cupboards, maybe repainting your room. That would give a bit of a barrier for a number of months / years, I would think, like years. Like, that's an investment that normally, it's true, renters don't really want to do that kind of stuff. But I mean,
I've conceded that this is going to be up to me now. I thought, okay, there's something in the where the floor meets the wall. Get some of that like caulking or some type of like closure gel or whatever. I spoke to a couple people about that, but then it's one of those things where, you know, the real animal inside me wants to say, I'm not going to pay my rent until this gets fixed.
But that is really not a good, that's something that's, I will warn everybody about that. You can never take justice in your own hands for stuff like this. You can never withhold rent, by the way. It's never a good idea, because the real process, if you can complain about stuff, but if you will withhold hand, you're breaking the law, basically. Like, and that really doesn't look good at the tribunal if you ever go there. I don't think you'll ever go there. So I think what you could do is try to negotiate. Maybe what could happen and say, listen, I'm willing to give some of my own time to paint, but how about you pay for the paint? Or, how about you give me a reduction in my rent or stuff like that?
Yeah,
So
for
I
a
think
month.
because you've
Can
been
you
there
can you
for
take
so
out
long.
what I spend?
Exactly.
If you're unwilling to fix it.
Pretty much, yeah. So I think that's the kind of negotiation that could work. Especially if you have a decent relationship with like your landlords and stuff, and
Yes.
you've been there for a while. So yeah.
This is very helpful, Marilyn.
Well, I'm glad. I'm always happy to help out the little man. I
am the little man. That's my character name, the little man. Marilyn. I'm curious to know what, if you're willing to talk about it, what's the stickiest renter situation you've been in where you won in the end? Give us a tale of the little person being victorious.
Well, it's complicated because it was over many years, but basically I had two really bad situations in my old apartment that I, stayed there for like 15 years.
Yeah.
One of them is that they renovated the upstairs floor for a really long time. It's an old building, and there was like a lot of like crap coming down from upstairs near the brick wall. So I was really like, you need to cog that. Like, I don't know what that stuff is. And I actually went up there and really even like vacuumed myself because they were about to close the floorboard. So, I took action myself because I know it would affect me. But the worst thing that happened there is somebody went through the floor. Like, they actually went through the floor, and he only wanted to give me like $100 of damage. And I managed to get, I don't remember how much, but it took a long time. It took another complaint of like how long this work took and how it affected us, and like a general complaint of like also the very bad quality of the work. Because when he fixed the ceiling, it was really gross. It was really badly done.
They cut corners. They cut corners.
They really did.
And they just want you to be okay with it.
Yeah. I mean, that guy, like that landlord's, the work, his contractors were really bad. I actually even managed to say that I refused one of his contractors to enter my house. And I was that's kind of mean, but I was like, this guy has no cards. He does really crappy work.
No trust. No trust.
Like everything he had done. Yeah.
Yes.
And
now,
in that place, I think I changed. Oh, sorry. I know we have a little lag here. So, and my other situation is like I lived there for about 15 years. I had to change my washer and about 6 times over 15 years. I would always buy like secondhand ones, but they would freeze in the winter. And it was just like, finally, it took like the last 2 years. It took 13 years for him to like isolate the room where my, put some insulation in where the room where my washer is, for that to stop. And I got him to do the work, better quality. He couldn't have that same contractor.
Yeah.
But it took such a long time, and he had to pay for it. I didn't pay for anything for that.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting right now. I'm dealing with what I believe is another minor bed bug situation. And the thing is, the building won't pay to do a full inspection of the building. They're only going to certain apartments. And I'm thinking to myself, this will never solve the problem. This is just Band-Aid after Band-Aid. So I feel like I continuously keep suffering because they're not handling the source issue.
Yes. And that's something that on that site, I'm sure you can find cases of that, because I'm pretty sure there's I don't know how it's called. Like, there are cases of that, and there is regulation. There are rules for extermination. So even that you could find on the Régie's website.
Yeah.
I feel there's rules. I don't quite know them. I've never had a case of that, but there's something about the fact that they are responsible. And at some point, if it's been going on for more than a few times, they do have to take care of the whole building. So
and this has been more than a few times.
Okay, well, that's those are situations that are like, that's real.
It's sticky. It's very sticky.
Absolutely.
But then I guess from the renter's perspective, this is happening. outside of trying to force them to do the work, what more? Is there any resolve for the renters, the people who live? Did they have to pay people out? Do they have to give them money? What do they do?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, you then at this point, if you have a case, you can, build yourself a case to go to the tribunal. But the only thing about that is you have to accept to be patient, because it takes a long time. And during that time, things won't happen. And also what that creates is, it's really a bad situation, because it creates tension between your landlord and but at the same time, when you go, you're in your legal right to ask for some of these things to be done. Right. So, I mean, it is a weird situation. I mean, everybody, the tribunal is there for cases like that, but it's really has a bad rap because it takes too long to take care of stuff. And then
sounds like Quebec. Sounds like Quebec.
It does for that. Yeah.
Now, have you ever been to the tribunal? Have you ever spoken at the tribunal?
Oh yeah, that's my I don't know how to say that. My pride, that's where all my experience is from.
I want to hear about what it's like, but also what it's like to win.
Well, I mean, winning is not that okay. Well, what it's like, there's a lot of decorum. Like, it depends. There's a situation, like, who brought the case to the tribunal.
Yeah.
This person presents their arguments first, all their documentation. Then you have a right to response. And you always have to have like 3 copies of everything. It's very strict. And then you present your case. The person has a rebuttal. How you say that? A rebuttal.
Yeah, rebuttal.
A rebuttal. And then after, you can say like maybe one last thing. But everything, if you document your stuff properly with pictures, you have to keep your text messages. You should always ask for things in writing. Then normally, I mean, the judges are, like, my experience is the judge like understand the situation, and they usually pick the side that has the most proof and that makes sense and stuff like that. But that takes a long time, and the winning is not that satisfying in the sense it doesn't happen there. The judge takes about, like, I don't know, like a month or 2 or 3 to send the response. So you'll get
the judge. It sounds like the judge essentially serves as an arbiter. I've heard you, and now it sounds like you have to live through hell, and then by the time you win, you're like, well, I guess I won, but it all still happened.
Yes. And during that time also, while this is happening, I mean, you're not getting anything done, right? I mean, it's not until a decision is being made that things will happen. And also at the very end, the landlord can decide, and that's what often happens, to do nothing. And then you have to, like, you have no way of actually forcing them to do things, except because you can't hold back. Like I said, you can't hold back your rent, because that, if you try to go back to that tribunal, that will look badly on you.
Yeah, you're right.
So it's really hard. But you were saying Quebec. I still heard that Quebec has the best tenants' rights.
Wow. Okay.
So unfortunately, I don't know how it happens in other provinces, but I mean, it's just because it's overwhelming. The situation that we're in Montreal is we have a lot of bad old buildings. Construction is expensive right now since the pandemic, and people have paid a shit ton of money for buildings. People who bought stuff overpaid, and now they don't even have enough money to fix them. The rents are not high enough for what they pay. So we're in a real conundrum that I don't know how it's going to be fixed. The government will need to take action, really, I think.
But will they?
Well, I mean, let's say that we have a word. We can take action in the fall, because elections will happen, right?
Yeah, they won't. Whoever wins won't do anything. They don't care about us. Michael Jackson said it best. This may have been the most talk radio segment in the history of this show.
I didn't hear the Michael Jackson quote. What was the quote? It was just tapping.
Oh, no. No, it's from the song. There's a song where he goes, they don't really care about us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, It's really weird because of course, like, who has the most money? It is the landlords. Who pays the taxes? It's them. But at the same time, like, there's something about the fact people are fighting now to make sure that, having a roof is part of the, the charter of rights,
Yeah,
because it's
human right.
not.
Yeah.
Yeah, right now we say it's like one of those things that everybody needs: food, drink, a roof, but it's not written everywhere, and
Yeah.
that's why it's like not a great situation right now.
Yeah.
So we can just help each other. Like, I'm always
Yeah.
happy to give advice, really, but I mean, it is kind of a stressful situation, and I know a lot of people who just don't want to go through it sometimes and just kind of like give up. In your case, the thing is, like, I mean, your problems are annoying, but they're hopefully
They're
solvable.
fixable. They're totally
Yeah,
solvable, which to me, it's
yeah.
like, just solve it. I'm not asking for a new floor.
No.
If anything, I'm just saying, hey, man, why don't you go smoke on your balcon?
Yeah, seriously.
That's how you know whoever lives underneath me is old school. It's not a young person. Young smokers, they go outside, they puff the Magic Dragon. These old time smokers are sitting in their chair. They're watching what's it called? L'œuf d'or, the gold egg. That's that type of smoker. You want to know how I know? I hear them coughing at 5 a.m.
Oh my God.
And then I just smell smoke. So it's like they had their fit, and then they puff up a Dumouriez.
Yeah. And that's what sucks. Sometimes you don't know who your neighbors are going to be. And that really sucks when you move someplace. Like, I don't know if that neighbor has been there as long as you have, but I might be one of
the OGs of the building.
Wow. But seriously, James, all these ideas that you have, the caulking, maybe like taping stuff up. And I do recommend, if you could, like, even I'm sure, do a coat of paint on one wall just to try to see if it like kind of like seals things up.
Yeah.
That could also help. But I mean, you can really, tell your landlords about these things and just say, like, how about you give me a little rebate on my rent? How about you pitch in a little bit? Because that is taking care of the building.
Yeah, then they don't have to do it.
Yeah, it's like basic maintenance that needs to be done. That is, like part of the fees that they have to like spend to take care of their building.
Yeah. Marilyn, how do you not have a recurring segment on a talk radio show once a week? Renters' Rights with Marilyn.
Wow. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just happy to help. I'm happy that the word has gone around that I can help people that have gone through this. And then your segment
will be called Renters Rants.
Yes.
Yeah. What's the French talk radio in Montreal?
I don't even know. Like
Radio Canada.
Or no, CKD, or no, that's in English. I don't even know what the French talk radio.
Yeah, you would 100% be on CJAD.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Marilyn, now I'm going to have you play some characters.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Could you imagine that segueing from that serious conversation to this? Again, this might go down as the most serious conversation in at-home history.
Yeah, well, I like the neighbor that you played. How about you play another neighbor in your building?
Yeah, I can play a neighbor. I feel like all the thinking about my renters' rights has sucked all the joy out of me. I don't know if I'll ever be funny again in my life.
And and Andy gave you so much joy. I hope you like balance it all out.
Well, he gave me joy, but you gave me a lot to think about. Like leaving tonight's episode with Andy's segment, I will walk away with nothing, whereas tonight I will walk away with lots from this one.
Okay, well, I'm glad. And if I impersonate, like, my neighbor, I have a neighbor called Jeanette. She's been living in this building for, like, I think 35 years.
She sounds beautiful.
Yeah, you would love her. One day, maybe I should have you come over. You will find some fun characters in here.
Yeah.
I find her, she actually is the only smoker in the building.
Yeah.
And it's kind of annoying, but she smokes like menthol cigarettes. So I think
nice.
It's not as
Classic.
bad.
Yeah.
And she's always talking about her cats.
Mario,
il me gratte la jambe, Mario, là. Il m'a fait mal, Mario. This is Jeanette.
So she's in an abusive relationship with Mario.
Yeah.
It'd be funny if people are just walking by and she's saying, Mario me fait mal. Everyone's like, oh man, I think this lady's husband hits her. It's like, what they don't know is that Mario is just a cat.
It's just the cat. Yeah, that's true.
I wonder if Mario is named after another Mario, or if it's like maybe the name of her ex-husband who's no longer with us.
Oh, actually, the cat was already named that when she got it, and she really hesitated to give him another name because her other cats have funny names like Hug or Câlin is another of her cats. And the other one is called Vital, which I don't know what that means. It's just like...
Oh, she probably named it after the brand of cookies.
Oh, yeah, maybe, or Vital Sign. Or
I think Mario is a way better name.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I'm glad we could wrap up on a lighter-hearted note. A woman being in an abusive relationship with a cat. Marilyn, look, I'm sure I will see you soon. And until then, thank you for educating not only me but anyone else who might be dealing with downstairs neighbors who are smoking.
Good luck, my friend. Good luck.
I'll take all the luck I need. Thank you very much, Marilyn. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Wow, things are really different when Dave isn't here. We laugh more and we learn more. And that's why I'm excited to announce that in a week from tonight, Dave will still be gone. He will be somewhere in Alberta, apparently seeing bears and buying Gatorades and going to grocery stores. But we will continue to have the time of our lives. But that's next week. And tonight we say goodbye to this week. And to that, I say, I'm James. You are you. We were here. Good night. Goodbye. Farewell. And of course, be well.